Hello everyone again, it's your girl Lava, and today's topic is going to be a short video on my portocath that many of you friends and lovers and new friends have noticed and been asking about. It's a device, it's called a portocath, and it's essentially what saved my life. Even though I hated it, I was very scared to get it. It was not an easy process for me. It required a mini surgery and I still have it inside. But first things first, what is a portocatheter? A portocatheter is a device that is essentially put in place under your skin, either in your arm or in your chest, that connects to one of your main veins or arteries, I have to check, that goes straight into your bloodstream. So in my case, I had no veins, I have very small veins, and that was dangerous for me because of chemo and also constant blood tests, which you or somebody you might know will be getting if they have to go through chemotherapy or some sort of chemotherapy that is not oral. Find out more about types of chemo in AI or Google. Portocath, the way to place it is they make a small cut. You are awake during the surgery, so it's partial anesthesia. I think you can ask for full, but generally it's partial anesthesia. I don't know if you can hear this, but sorry, it's my cat going to the bathroom. It always makes a dramatic entrance. So it's essentially like a not gelatin, for fuck's sake. It's a silicone device that you can actually move around a bit, and there's a tube connected to it. It's very deep, goes straight in and into your main vein that goes everywhere else. I had to get this because I had no veins. It was difficult to take blood from me, and chemotherapy makes your, let's just say it's really bad for your, I'm not a scientist or a doctor, so I don't want to go into too much details, but it makes your veins disappear. It makes them thinner. So if you don't have good veins, it makes them even worse. And that was my case. So I was recommended to get a portocath, and even though I was scared and I really didn't like it at the beginning, it took me a while to get used to it. So this took around an hour, even though I was told it was 15 minutes. So be prepared. I wasn't prepared mentally or psychologically. I went alone, stepped into the hospital like, yo, I'm here, let's get it done. They told me it's a 15 minutes in and out, which wasn't true. It was an actual surgery room, you know, like in the movies with the lights and blah, blah, blah. It was pretty scary for me, but now looking back, it was not so bad. You do have to, and you should find a good surgeon to do it, so that you are feeling confident and as comfortable as possible during the procedure, because there will be tasks asked of you during the procedure, like right now lower your hand, right now stretch it, right now do this. So I guess it's part of the reason why you have to be awake during the procedure, to help them with the insertion. Next, duration of how long I've had it in. So that was placed before chemotherapy, and it can be quite a short time before. So I had it inserted, I think a week or 2 weeks, maximum 2 weeks before starting my first chemo. And essentially that's it. You just receive it through here. So they insert a small needle, where now you can see a highlight if I do this. They insert a small needle, it doesn't hurt, it like pinches just for like a second. It doesn't hurt, it goes straight into the placement, and you start receiving the treatment through serum, yeah. Anyway, you got it. So this is what I done for 8 months for my chemotherapy, and the reason I still have it is because it's recommended to keep it by my doctor, at least, and he recommends it generally to keep for a year or two. Some people keep it, and you can keep it in actually there are some people who just never took it out, so it's been with them for like 10 years. So it's not something to worry about. It's only annoying at the beginning when you get it in, because your body's like, what the hell? So once that period passes, you just forget, it just becomes part of your body essentially, and you will notice that inside there's also tissue growing around it. It doesn't hurt at all. It only made me feel more conscious of my movement with my right arm and shoulder, which right now I have an injury in my shoulder, so it's not helping, but it's not related. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep it in for another maybe year and a half. If you have faith and if you think you don't need it, it's always up to you to take it out. No one forces you. Doctors will not force you to keep it after chemo and after finishing all the treatment, but I decided to keep it just because I really trust my doctor, and also, you know, I'm always prepared for the worst these days and also for the best at the same time. So this is the story of the portocalf, and that's why I have a scar. Taking it out, this is the last section. Taking it out is also a very quick procedure, small, short. It's definitely shorter and easier and smoother than putting it in. And actually you can ask to keep it. So you can ask to keep the tube and also the piece over here as a memory, if you'd like to keep such a memory. I think I would like to keep it just because I fought a lot with it. Like, it was not my friend for quite a while because I am a belly sleeper, so I sleep on my belly, on my stomach, and I was not happy that I couldn't do that for some time, so keep that in mind. As you can see, this is not an organized, necessarily very scientific video, because that's not the point. The point is just to kind of normalize this type of procedures and also just to know that they exist. So if you see somebody also in the street or etc. with something like that, just know it's a portocath and it's possible they've gone through chemo. But also it's used for many other needs. So like generally people who don't have veins and they need to insert a lot of treatment into their system, they also get portocaths. And that's it for today. Thank you for watching. See ya.